So Hue Jackson was on the really big show yesterday morning, ESPN 850, and was talking about how he felt like he was lied to. Of course, Hue is getting ready to write a book, yet to be named. Let's hope it's a better read than his playbook was, because that was kind of difficult. But let's take a look at what he said about some of the ways he was lied to, and here's one of them. They were going to be football plus analytics, but it was really football versus analytics. Mary Kay, you covered this day in and day out. Just your read of kind of what I mean. I know it's very interesting, but and I know Hugh's writing a book. What do you make of some of the things that came out of that?
Well, none of the things that he said were surprising to me. I think these are things that we've already all known before. These were certainly things that I've known. I talked to Hue the day that he was actually fired. He let me come to his house and interview him the day that he was fired. And, he did a little bit of venting, for background as well. So I kind of knew that he felt this way about a lot of things. I think the one thing that sort of came out was that he did get that extension after 1-23. I also knew that, but I was asked not to write that until the time was right. So I just kind of was just being patient and doing what I needed to do about that. I mean, when you're told something off the record, I mean, you absolutely have to honor that. So I did that, so I knew that took place, and I had checked back a couple times over the last, year or so, just to say, hey, is that something that I can go with? And he just really wasn't ready yet. But maybe now that the book is going to be coming out, he was ready to reveal that. So that was kind of interesting. But the rest of it, I think we pretty much knew all of that. So I don't think there was anything in there that was too shocking. And I think one of the reasons why he's, in addition to the fact that, he's going to be promoting a book, there's probably a couple things at play here. Maybe he's off the payroll now and he can talk a little bit more. And then the other thing is, this was a difficult hiring cycle. And I think it just brought up a lot of feelings about minority coaches and the fact that there aren't enough of them in the NFL, and that his situation, he believes very strongly that what happened to him, was a deterrent for other minority coaches and didn't help matters. So I think it just brought up a lot of feelings about just how everything went down.
Now, the other thing that's kind of interesting is, the tweet that he had, and the topic is about Todd Haley. And if we take a look at that, as offensive coordinator, biggest mistake I ever made. Bad marriage, should never have done that. There was some thought that there was a lot of infighting and that Haley kind of viewed himself as a head coach in waiting. Is that accurate, do you think? Do you think that was that perception pretty much spot on?
I don't know if that was the game plan or not, but that was definitely a horrible disconnect there. They were at odds. Freddie Kitchens was at odds with him. It was very obvious that Todd, wasn't going to do what he wanted him to do. I think he did have a sense of empowerment, and I don't know if he got that from John Dorsey or what, but there was, right from the beginning of that season, sort of a lame duck feeling when it came to Hue. And he knew it. He could see the writing on the wall right from the beginning. He knew exactly what was going on. And I think ultimately he felt that Jimmy would continue to side with him and go ahead and fire Todd Haley and not him. And he was shocked. I mean, he was absolutely shocked when they let both of them go, because that's not what he was told was going to happen. He did not believe that's how it was going to go down. So yes, it was such a mess, just all the way around. And it's just hard when you look back on it to even believe that it all went on as long as it did.